right, it looks like we are good to start. My microphone. There we go. Microphone did not feel like working first. There we are. Fixed it. Okay, great. Looks like we're all here. My guests have assembled. We're ready to start. We have a few people chatting already. We got Thea. We have Christian and the music melodist Johan himself. We have Caradora. Welcome to the chat. Thank you all for being here. I am your host, your friendly blue mage Azoreign. You may call me Azo or whatever you like, preferably something nice. I have a nice game of Commander set up here for you, and I'm not going to waste any time. We're going to jump over into the Discord and get this game started a little bit later than our normal time. But I have three opponents that I'm very excited to play with again. Haven't played with them for a while. Raikou Rider finally got off work. Drex returns, the long-awaited return, and Dak, or Runetic, comes with a new brew. He's playing over Moxfield or Architect, the other one. I'm not a huge proponent of, you got to play physically, with physical cards, but if you do want to come on stream, you do want to play something over Moxfield or something like that. Just make sure that the card isn't, the deck isn't like, okay, here's every dual land in the game. I got Gaia's Cradle. I got every banned and restricted card in the deck. Just make it something that you could normally play and afford. So that's like my only restriction with that. Thea says my audio is being weird. Let's see. How is it being weird? How do I fix weird? Maybe if I try that. How's that? Is that any better? We'll have to see. But we're going to jump in. We're going to go over to the spell table and get started. So let's see what kind of conversation I'm interrupting this time.
Sorry. You'll see. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're playing... Oh, you know what? I think I've played against that deck before. I'm already disappointed in you.
We are live. How's it going tonight, gentlemen?
Hello. It's going all right.
It's going well.
Well, I have done intros. It is the long-awaited return of Raikou Rider. We finally got Drex and Dak back on. Thea says my thumbnail is from last week's game. Oh shoot, did that not update? I don't know if I can update it when I'm live. Oh wait. I might be able to. I can. Thea coming in clutch with the audio and the thumbnail. Perfect. That should be updated. Thank you so much, Thea. We got Thea. Saw Captain Poland message going up for Captain Poland was our backup for tonight, so shout out specifically to Captain Poland for being ready and waiting on standby. But without any further ado, I'm shuffled up. I have not looked at my hand yet. We'll shuffle up the turn order, so if you guys want to say anything, now's the time.
Like I was telling the guys before you joined, I'm just going to go ahead and apologize for this. This is a new deck. This is only the third time playing it, but if this deck works the way that I'm intending it to, it's going to be pretty gross.
It's going to be nasty.
It's going to be painful. Blood, sweat, and tears.
I have played against a few Valgavoth decks, and while they've been good, I don't think they've been as mean as they could be, so maybe your brew will be different than the other two. We will have to see. You're playing against some competent opponents with Dak, myself, and Raikou Rider, so we won't make it easy for you.
This is true, and I wouldn't expect you to.
Well, it looks like in the shuffle order, Dak is going to be going first, but I know that Rye down in the bottom. I believe the three decks that I'm playing against tonight, so it's going to be Blue, Loyal Raptor, and Owen Grady, Caradora, Heart of Alacria, I think that's how you say that, and this Valgavoth deck's played by Drex. These three decks are all more or less new, so I will be playing against three newly constructed decks.
Well, Caradora also just came out Friday.
Yep, so it's green-white, 4/2, 2 toughness. Seems a bit weird for 4 mana, but when Caradora enters, you search for a mount or vehicle. So that'll be great with Thunder Junction and the Aether Drift set that just came out. If one or more +1/+1 counters would be put onto a creature or vehicle, put that many +1/+1 on. So the commander is a tutor, and it is kind of working like not so much doubling season, but kind of like a Pier, the one that partners with Toothy. So if a counter or like a Hardened Scales, that's probably better.
Yeah, it's a walking hardened. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Caradora is a walking hardened scales.
But attached to a tutor. So and you're in white, so I imagine there might be some blink going on here as well, maybe.
There are. I will put it this way. This is not leaning too heavy on the vehicle side of this.
Got it.
This deck is all about embodying my favorite fantasy trope of all time,
Which is driving cars.
Saddle up, hold on, and don't yell.
Well, then I'm.
It's in my name.
Yeah, that's right. The Raikou Rider. The Raikou rides mini vehicles, and this is the perfect deck to do it in.
This deck is not new. I haven't played it since the Darkside Manifold ban, so it's been a while since I played it.
Well, then I'm.
But it's been updated with taking out the stuff that's been banned and putting new stuff in. So
All right.
We are. Looks like we're ready to get started. I'm gonna say the last bit before we start the game. Prices for all recently banned cards, Jeweled Lotus, Dockside Extortionist, and Mana Crypt have slowly started to go back up. So I know that especially Captain Poland in the chat is probably getting a little bit giddy. We've heard that there is an announcement for April that they are going to be unbanning some cards, and a lot of people are assuming that the 3 most recently banned cards will be unbanned and then placed on the Game Changers list. So we'll have to see.
I 100% think that's what's gonna happen.
And I know
Probably.
Zach,
I'm
you would
torn.
probably be
I'm torn.
excited for that too.
Oh yeah. I lost a lot of money when they got banned. I hope they get unbanned.
Yeah, I did not move mine. I still have all of mine, and I think I have like 3 or 4 mana crypts still.
I'd love to be able to throw my Mana Crypt in a deck again.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
I am good. I'm going to keep my starting hand.
This does not have mana.
Oh no.
It's my second 7, but I'm keeping
really-
that.
I'm keeping what I had and I already drew. So if you want me to start, I can go ahead.
Let's give
Oh.
Rye an extra second here.
Okay.
That's probably my own fault because this deck has a low land count because the curve is low.
Captain Poland says both dock sides, his hull breacher, crypt, and his Jeweled Lotus are sitting next to him. So Hull Breacher will never be unbanned, and
No.
it is so broken.
No, Hull Breacher is never. But there's a. Oh, you know what I need to do before the announcement is, and before it goes up too much, is I need to get a Recurring Nightmare. I think Recurring Nightmare is going to get unbanned.
I have had.
You know what
I've
was
heard
the
that as
worst
well.
unban
What?
decision in recent memory? The unbanning of Chrome Mox in Modern.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
I've
Opal?
heard a lot of.
Or, yeah, Mox Opal, sorry. Mox Opal.
I've heard a lot of
Ugh.
talk about the Mox being unbanned.
It's bad.
Oh my God! Are you
like,
kidding me?
completely homogenized
Yeah, it's basically just
Modern's
taken over
one
every
deck right now.
Yep.
I have to go to 6.
That's
All
why
but
I'm like.
all but 6 of my lands tap for green.
So, Rye, I'm gonna say something, and my other 2 opponents can weigh in. This is normally what we do for like really casual games. We're not competing for prizes. You're on a stream. It's a new deck. Go to 7, but if you draw a Soul Ring, bottom it, draw a new card. How do you feel about that?
Sure. I actually don't play any fast mana in this deck.
Yeah.
So this is only. This is only a bracket 3 because it has 1 Game Changer in it.
Yeah.
Technically, this is a bracket 2 because it has none of the listed Game Changers.
I'm not too concerned with like the bracket system because like I trust more like what you guys will say as players. I know you guys as players are going to build decks to a certain caliber that, you know, game changer cards are not going to tell me if your deck is good or bad. I just know everyone in the Discord, everyone currently playing, you're all very good and competent Magic players. I know that none of you, it's like, oh, this is a 2, it sucks. No, it doesn't. You're all everyone builds good decks. And like, so the brackets a good scale of power in a way, but it's not like, oh, Drex, you're playing a 2, your deck is bad. It's like I'm not assuming that in any way.
It was more like when I saw that this deck was a 2, I started cracking up because I was like, that's hilarious that this technically meets all the requirements to be slotted down in 2.
I was gonna say something because this deck is considered a 4.
Oh my gosh. Rye, do you have a good starting hand?
Yeah, finally.
All right, Dak, you're good to go.
Roger. I will go ahead and play Ancestry Pass.
I will say, I'll draw. I'm going to do Wooded Foothills, crack it, go get a land. Rye, you can go. But I will say that got a person in chat and in our group, Johan, the Musing Melodist, his best deck in our play, like that we consider his best deck, is a 2. And one of his newest decks that he claims is like, new deck, not very good, is considered a 4. So we always joke that it's, you can't take it too seriously.
I will say I'll give it some credit because it did manage to peg my CEDH deck right on the money as CEDH. So
I will just play a base. I will play a basic forest. That's it.
Land I went for was Canopy Vista.
Okay. Draw for turn. I will throw down a Bloodstained Mire, crack, and pass while I go grab something. Not 100% sure which one I'm going to grab yet, so.
Drex is racing me for last place.
Got it. Let's see. So you can go ahead.
Right. I will. Which one is it? This one. I'm going to shock in a Steam Vents, taking 2. I will tap 2. I will play a Raptor Hatchling.
Got it.
It is a dinosaur, and because of Path of Ancestry, I scry 1.
Copy.
I'm going to hold on. I will just turn this off real quick so I can scry because I can't hide it. So, you know what? I will put that to the bottom.
He just put Soul Ring, all his moxes in his hand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't play Soul Ring in anything except colorless deck.
Oh, wrong thing.
I run Soul Ring, but that's just because.
Am I good to go, Dax?
Yep, go ahead.
Untap up, keep drawing. Johan would probably agree with you, Rye. Play Woodland Cemetery, enters untapped. I control a forest. I'll just tap 2, and we'll continue with Nature's Lore, and I'll pass.
Card for turn. I will play a basic Plains, and then I'm gonna spend 2 mana. I'm gonna cast the Samara.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I hear she is a good rider. Go ahead.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, and draw. I will play a Sulphurous Springs as my land for turn.
I'm gonna get Overgrown.
Let's tap 2 black and a generic so I don't take damage yet for a Blood Artist.
Ooh, we're starting off strong.
And pass.
Tap. Draw. Okay. I will put in a green. Let's see. Which one do I want to do? I will do. Ooh, how do I want to do this? Okay, I will do 1, 2, 3, and I will play Owen. Owen Brady. Raptor trainer 3/2 partner with blue. I can tap it to put a choice of menace, trample, reach, or haste counter on a target dinosaur. Activate only as a sorcery.
Copy that.
After that, I will swing my little raptor hatchling over at Drex for 1.
Taking 1.
And I will pass turn.
Dang, Runetic fought us for last place by playing his Shockland. He went down 2, but Drex catches up. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Drawn my card. Play Tainted Field. Now I think I'm going to have to lose a life to... Or no, tap only if you have a swamp, which I do. Tap 2, green, white. I'm going to play Sithis, Harvest Hand.
Oh, shoot. I love me some Sithis.
Love Sithis. Tap 2 more, and I'm going to play a Jukai Naturalist.
Oh, boy.
That is an enchantment. It also reduces my enchantments by 1. I will draw a card, and I will simply pass.
Oh, should I scry 1 still because I played my commander?
Card for turn.
Yeah, go ahead,
Yep.
Dak.
Okay.
I'm going to play an Overgrown Farmland. And then I really did not want to use this early, but that Sithis is incredibly frightening.
Just draws me a card. Oh, and gain me a life. Sorry, I go back to 40.
So I'm going to cast a Requisition Raid to destroy an enchantment, which is going to be Sithis, and then put a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control.
Destroy target enchantment. Yep.
Requisition Raid is sick. Then I'm going to go to combat, and I'm going to send 3 at Drax.
Fair enough. Taking 3.
Make a 1/1 with lifelink. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm gonna... Sorry, when Sithis died, I'm gonna have Azoreign join us down at 39 again. Gain
No.
1.
My 1 life I just gained.
Crabs in a bucket.
I know what card draw engines do. They need to be dealt with.
Enchantress or enchantments is a very card draw heavy archetype, so yes.
My CEDH commander is Sithis, so... Very familiar. Alright, is that going to be it, Raikou?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm done. Upkeep and draw. Let's do Shadowblood Ridge as my land for turn. And then... Okay, I just have to do that this way for now. Tap this for colorless, tap this for 2, tap this for red. And I'll... Not yet. We can't afford Valgi yet.
Oh, is he...
We're only at 3 mana on board. We're going to play Gleeful Arsonist. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, it deals damage equal to its power, this creature's power to that player.
Okay.
It's currently a 1/2, so not a whole lot to worry about.
Well, I'm playing enchantments, so that's probably... Oh, it deals its power,
Its
so not
power.
the not
So it's
the
1.
non-creature's power.
Right now
Okay.
it's 1,
Got
and
it.
I don't have a lot of ways of pumping it,
Got
so... It does have Undying, so it'll be 2 if you do kill it.
Yep.
And then I'll pass.
Okay. Soft turn. I will play Breeding Pool, shocking it in. And I will do a reasonable thing and play blue.
Figures.
She needs a 5/4 for each of any counter on blue. Each other dinosaur I control that enters the battlefield will get a counter of that kind.
Yep.
I will tap Owen and put a haste counter. She can
That's a good
punch you
choice.
right now. I will go to combat, I will send blue over at Raikou, and I will send my raptor at Drex.
35.
So, taking 1, 35.
And that is commander damage.
Yes, sir.
After that, I pass turn.
All right. Well, let's see if I can. What I can do. Draw. I'm gonna play. I've got white. I've got double white, so I'm gonna play Branch Loft Pathway on the green side. I think I'm just gonna make this turn easy. Actually, I will only tap 4 because my commander is an enchantment. I will cast Anikthea.
Yep.
When Anikthea enters, she has menace. She gives my other enchantment creatures menace. When she enters, I'm gonna exile Sithis and make a token copy of it. That's a 3/3. I need to grab my dice here in 1 second. So Sithis is now a 3/3 token. And then I'm just gonna try and get back at Rye a little bit for making me lose Sithis. So I'll attack Rye for 2, and I'll gain 2. And I will pass.
Card for turn. I'm gonna play a Horizon Canopy. Or do I want to play Horizon Canopy? Yeah, I think I will. Cast Caradora. I need to go get something. What do I want?
Oh, and Rye, while you search, sorry, I meant to read this on my turn. Thea says, do you really think Crypt and all that is going to get unbanned? I can't see Wizards rewarding death threats, especially since several members of the Rules Committee sit on their board. Valgavoth says, still absurd that there were death threats over cards being disallowed in the first place. And Thea says, 100% agree. That's what makes me think they'll never be unbanned. Yeah, there's part of me that thinks that they won't be unbanned, because then it's like, if they do just unban them, it's kind of like we went through all of that turmoil for nothing. If the decision just gets reversed, you know, we went through so much shakeup with disbanding the Rules Committee, and then now we have like the new Rules Committee or whoever, like however that works, like the whole thing got disbanded. There were threats. You know, a big thing happened that shook up that ecosystem, and then if it's just like, oh, just kidding, we'll just unban it. I don't really know what's going to happen. I do think the cards will be unbanned, but yeah, it's a little absurd that did end up happening.
To weigh in personally, I kind of think that we might see maybe Jeweled Lotus and maybe Crypt unbanned, but the other two, like especially Dockside, I just don't foresee getting unbanned just because
I see that happening.
I think Dockside is in a place where like the CEDH format, from my personal experience, and people who play even more than I do, because I only play a little bit of CEDH,
sure,
might be able to weigh in. But it seemed pretty healthy. I mean, we still got Timna Thras, but Timna Thras has been a problem with and without Dockside.
No, if anything, we'll definitely keep Dockside banned and just and they'll unban the other two and put them on the game changers list.
That's what I could see.
I'm searching out Guardian Sunmare.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know. I spoke about it a lot back then when it all happened. They didn't deserve the death threat parts of it, but they deserve the rest of the criticism because there was 2 sets that came out that had both of those as chase cards, and they should have handled it. I'm not mad if the cards got banned. I think they should have handled it better.
Yeah.
They deserve the constructive criticism part of all that. They did not deserve the death threat part of all that crap. That was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Drex, you want your Undying trigger?
If you wanna, sure.
3.
3. I'll hold off actually for now. I thought you were gonna blow it up. I'll take 3. I'll eat 3.
Go for it.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Oh, that's a fun card for later, but does not help my current situation. Colorless to tap for red and black.
Oh, I take one from my Horizon Canopy.
Yep. We'll do grab the prize, discarding Dread Return as an additional cost. So I will draw 2. And then since it wasn't a land card that I discarded, it will deal 2 damage to each opponent.
Okay. Go back to 39.
And then I will play Dragon Skull Summit as my land for turn. Pretty fun cards, but can't really do anything else this turn, unfortunately. Just gonna pass, holding up this mana.
I'm already realizing some changes this deck needs.
Drop turn.
This deck really needs, like, haste.
Mm.
I'm trying to think of... Crashing Drawbridge is probably one of your best bets there. Outside of some green. There's a couple green haste enablers, I believe.
Lava Spur Boots is a cool one.
Yeah. I mean, you've got the artifacts, of course. The equipment.
But yeah, Crashing Drawbridge wouldn't be a bad idea.
I'm gonna play a Mad Confluence as the land for turn.
Mm-hmm.
And I will... First I will tap Owen and put a Menace counter on blue.
Mm-hmm.
Counter... You all counters I want. Where's Menace? I can't see it. There it is. Menace. Nine. Awesome. I will. I guess go for big. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Taking 1 for Mana Confluence. And I will go ahead and play Galta.
Oh, shoot.
Gross.
And Galta will get a haste
Trample
and
Menace. Yeah, Menace. Haste. That's gonna hurt.
Is an issue.
Haste
Yeah, it is.
and Menace.
That it
Big Daddy
is.
Galta. Let's see here. And and it has, just so we can see it, it has trample on it.
Yeah.
I will spread love. I will do, because I haven't spawning Azoreign. Azoreign, you're gonna go ahead and get Galta.
Yeah, I figured.
Drex, I'll keep Raikou with blue and Raptor at Drex.
Well, I'll take
Or, you know what? No, I will not swing. I'll not swing at Drex. I'll leave Drex alone this turn.
I'll go to 25.
I'm at 27.
Alright. And I'll pass turn.
Okay, well, I had an idea of what I wanted to do, but I think it makes me a target for Dak next turn, which is really
I'm trying to figure out how
unfortunate.
to deal with Dak's board. It's getting problematic over there.
I'm gonna just go out on a limb, because if I do this now, it makes my next turn much better. But it won't leave me vulnerable, but it's going to not be super fun. Okay, 4. Is there a way I can do 1? Yeah, I actually can do this. I'm gonna go 1. Play Herald of the Pantheon. It quite literally, it's not an enchantment, which kind of sucks, but it is a further cost reducer. Then whenever I cast an enchantment, I gain a life. And then I'm going to... So I'm gonna need that one. So I'll tap 3. I'm gonna cast Mirari's Wake.
Mm-hmm. We'll take 1.
Creatures get +1/+1. Then whenever I tap for land, I can add another color. That is an enchantment that will trigger Sithis and the Herald of the Pantheon to gain 2 back from my 12 that I lost. And I'll draw a card.
And you will take 1 from Blue
did.
Fluorescent.
Yes, I did
Okay.
take my 1. Okay,
Just making
perfect.
sure.
And then I'll tap that, and I'm going to play Calyx. Guided by Fate. This was one of the hardest cards to get a hold of for this deck because it's so expensive. It's not great for like Commander, but it's just cool. So Calyx is an enchantment. I will gain 2 more life. Then I will draw my card for Sithis. And Calyx says, whenever Calyx, Guided by Fate, or another enchantment enter, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter on my Jukai Naturalist. Then Calyx also says, whenever an enchanted creature is dealt combat damage, I can create a token that's a copy of a non-legendary enchantment. I don't have a... So Anikthea can't make copies of auras and stuff, so I don't think that... I don't think Calyx's second ability will ever trigger in this deck, but he can slowly grow the power of my board.
Oh shit, I keep forgetting this guy. Hold on, sorry.
Will you scribe, Dak? I'm going to attack you for 4 with my Jukai Naturalist. Unfortunately, there's nothing in my graveyard I can reanimate.
Okay, hold on one second. Move to bottom of the library.
And he has Menace because he's an enchantment.
So it's 4 damage?
4 damage.
I'm taking it.
And I'll gain 4. I will play my land for the turn. It's going to be a flip land.
You just want to keep staying at starting life total, damn it.
It's going to be Haven of the Harvest. It's an MDFC. And then I will pass out a turn.
Card for turn. Alright, well, here's the one game changer card in my deck. It's a Cradle.
Oh. Yeah, but I think you kind of need it right now, so...
I do. I'm, like, very far behind right now.
I
We'll
feel
go
you, bro.
4, 5, 6. This is one of the cards that I didn't want to put in this deck, but I need to actually have something to do. It is a Cathar's Crusade. I do not like playing this card because I think it's really messy.
1 damage. And
I
yeah,
got a
good luck. Have fun.
So there's green floating. I am going to cast... Well, I take another one. I'm going to cast an Ornery Tumblewag. So that's going to put a counter on my team. Which will put 2
If he's a creature,
counters.
you don't take the 1. It's only... You only take... Unless you... Wait,
Canopy.
like a mana.
Canopy.
Right, Canopy. I was like, wait, did you have a Pain land?
Yeah. So this puts 2 counters on my team.
Oh boy.
Because of my commander. Like Azo is a problem because of the Mirari's Wake. Dak is a problem because of like the Galta and the Menace and Haste.
I'm a problem because dinosaurs.
I was figuring that if Dak is going to jump up to such a lead, I kind of need to be at a level where I can compete instead of just kind of like staying low. So yeah, that was my reasoning there. But I do understand Mirari's Wake is... Whenever I've ever played Mirari's Wake, it's always like, okay, game has changed. So I completely understand.
Yeah. I think it's just too much
Yeah,
mana.
that's just another one of the reasons that I felt the Game Changers list was limited, focused way too much on single color cards. But I digress.
I just like talking about that, so...
So I am going to
Pass your turn and
No.
let me have fun.
no. I'm
Ryan,
I'm
just
trying
letting
to
you know,
figure out-
if you cast a second piece of removal solely on me, I'm going to forgive the 12 damage and I'm going to just try and come after you. So feel free to
No,
do
I-
with that what you will.
I don't have any mana.
Okay.
I don't have any mana.
Oh,
I don't have
you
any
can-
mana.
You
I'm
can
just
attack me, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't have any mana. I'm just gonna swing at you. It's just I'm figuring out sequencing.
Sure.
You can hit me all you want, but if you remove my shit, you're dead.
What is that untapped creature you have, Dak?
That is a Raptor Hatchling. It is a 1/1, and when it is dealt damage, I create a 3/3 dinosaur token with trample.
Okay, so here's what we'll...
He's just a baby.
Get him. Kill him.
I'm going to... go to combat. I'm gonna put 2 +1/+1 counters on Caradora. We'll go to attacks. I'm going to send the Amara at Azo, and I'm going to send Caradora at Dak. That's going to trigger my Amara, which is going to make another soldier with lifelink, and I'm going to have 2 more +1/+1 counters put on my team.
Amara and Cathar's Crusade, a combo as old as time.
So the Amara is 7, and the Caradora is 10.
Oof,
I'm
okay.
gonna block the
Bye-bye.
Amara with Calyx, and he will die.
Bye-bye, my hatchling. He'll die.
Okay.
I believe it's this one. Yep, this guy.
And I will pass the turn with a 6/6 and a 3/3 with lifelink to block.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, and draw. That just feels like I'm being taunted. Let's see then. I guess we'll just... Man.
Oh, I also have 2 5/5s with lifelink as well up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I'm fairly safe from attacks.
I'm going to hope that me not being the threat is going to let me do this for a turn, since I'm behind and I'm not going to be able to catch up very well this turn. The only land I have in hand is an Evolving Wilds. So we're going to bring Valgi out, and then I'm going to set Tap Crack, Evolve Wilds, and go get like a swamp. After that, I'm passing.
Okay.
Yeah, getting this out of Innistrad made me pretty happy.
Let's playing a mountain for the turn. This first thing I will do, I will tap Owen to add trample onto blue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yay. Okay, I will first do 1, 2, 3, and play Hunting Velociraptor.
That's a card.
That is a card. You'll get haste, trample, and menace. Hunting Velociraptor, if you don't know what it does, it gives all dinosaur spells in my, I think it's in my hand, Prowl, 2 colorless and red. So I can pay that instead of the mana cost. It's a 3/2.
And sorry, what was the name of that one again?
Hunting Velociraptor. Clever girl.
Hmm.
Disgusting card.
It is a
Very,
very,
very, very powerful.
it is like the must-have card that goes with these two. because it just flavor fits perfectly.
Mhm.
I will. Yeah, why not? Alright, I will tap 3 more, losing 1 off of Mana Confluence.
Trigger Valgavoth.
What does that do?
Is here.
Put a counter on Valgavoth, draw a card.
Oh, okay, I forgot
And,
that's what he does.
Yep.
I will play a Hulking Raptor for Prowl Cost. Which is a 5/3 Ward 2 at the beginning of my pre-combat main phase.
What
add
dinosaur
2
dealt?
green.
What dinosaur dealt damage? Was it just an attack?
I don't
What?
believe anyone's dealt damage yet. What
No
happened
one's-
is
no
he
one's
tapped a
dealt
Mana
damage.
Confluence. So he took 1 damage, which triggered. He lost life.
Oh yeah, was
Mana Confluence, yep.
that's if an opponent lost life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Prowl
Their
is.
turn.
Oh, okay. No, the Valgavoth triggered. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, like, to prowl in a dinosaur,
All right.
he has to deal combat damage with a dinosaur this turn.
What? Did I miss something?
Yeah, read. Do you know what prowl is?
Oh, I think I misread it.
So prowl.
Okay, well,
It's a little
I
like
can do that.
free running.
So you can only cast. Hunting Velociraptor gives all of your dinosaur spells prowl. You can only pay the prowl cost if you have dealt combat damage with a creature that shares a creature type with the spell you're trying to cast for its prowl cost.
Then I can't play it, and then I didn't take 1 from Mana Confluence. Sorry. But that's in my hand.
So Drex, you can just like keep the card in your hand and just skip your draw, and then Valgavoth
Yeah.
won't have a
I'll
counter.
just skip my draw on the next one, yeah. Assuming I get one, and if I don't, I'll just skip my draw step.
Hunting Velociraptor comes in with first strike on itself.
Yeah, I unfortunately did not get a a movie poster Meathook Massacre.
Yeah, I know a
Neither
lot of
did
people
I,
were
it's
hunting
okay.
for that.
I got 2.
To be fair, I got 3 movie poster Avacons.
Let's see here. I want to.
Both of my boxes
I-
were cracked.
I actually got super lucky. I got all 3 Edgar Markovs, and I got 2 Edgar Markovs in 1 pack.
Jeez.
Sounded
Yeah, it
like
was-
mine. Sounded
it was
like
nuts.
mine, but yeah.
I got
Okay,
the Olivia Voldare, and I pulled a couple of her, so that was like the biggest one that I got.
Where's the card draw?
Unfortunately,
I only opened like 4 packs of Ravnica Remastered, and the biggest pull I got was a Liliana, so.
I want to. Oh, this is gonna be interesting because everything's starting to get big. Trying to math here real quick.
the mathing is strong.
Okay, I think I will keep it with Gulta coming at Azo just because he keeps trying to keep back to starting life total. I will swing. Oop, this guy also gets haste, trample, and menace. I will swing my. Swing blue at Drex, actually.
Okay, how big's blue?
Blue is a 5/5 haste menace trample.
Taking 5.
Awesome. I think that is it for me. I will pass to.
I do appreciate though how healthily low the life totals are. I've been a part of games where everyone sits at 40 for 2 hours, and then it's really hard to end the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll draw. Okay. So now I have double mana. Let me make sure. So that's that. That would be.
Oh shit! Hold on. Sorry.
What?
I think I forgot something.
Forgot to.
Now I can do prowl, right?
Yeah, you could have done Prowl on your second man.
Is it okay if I do that, Azo?
Yeah, I haven't done anything.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'll do the prowl and take one from the mana confluence.
Okay, yep, the counter goes on now, yep. Everything,
And then the counter
everything's
goes
all
on.
good.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I still did that the right way.
So I'm good now.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay, so Dak, what do you have up for blockers?
Hold on. Let me just finish adding the counters. I have a 5/3 with ward, haste, trample, menace. With ward 2, haste, trample, menace. A 3/3 haste, trample, menace, and a 3/2 haste, trample, menace for strike.
All right. Well, first of all, so that will give me. So my enchantments are reduced by 2. I'll have 1 left. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. It does not shake out very well for me. It doesn't matter. Okay. I'm just going to go right to combat. Because I want Calyx to see everything. So I'm going to send Jukai Naturalist over at Dak again because he keeps hitting me. And then I'll also send Anikthea also at Dak. So it's going to be 5 and then 4. So 9 in total. Both have Menace. And then when Anikthea attacks, I'm going to exile Calyx and then bring him back. This is on cast. This is also on cast, so that won't happen, but the counters will go on. And I'm going to put a counter on my commander, Anikthea.
So they're both 5/5s now?
No, Anikthea is 6. This is 4.
6 and 4, okay.
They have Menace.
They both have menace. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You've hit me for 24. I'm trying to hit you for 9.
Oh, you hit me for 10.
6 plus... Yeah, it is 10. Okay.
It is 10.
You're right.
Yep.
All right, fine. I'm going to hit you for less than half of what you've hit me for.
You know what? I will go ahead and take the 10.
All right. I will gain 4 from the Jukai Naturalist. All right. Calyx is back in my second
How much
main
of that was
phase.
Commander? 6, I think.
6.
Right?
Okay,
All right.
so now I just need to do a little bit of math. So it's 2. So that's 2 for you. I'm going to need 2 with 1 left over. All right, we're just going to do it. Tap 2. I'm going to have 1 left over. I'm going to play Mesa Enchantress. Whenever I cast an enchantment, draw a card. Go figure.
Somehow all of these
That's
are
beautiful,
enchantment
too.
creatures.
Thank you. And then I will tap. I have 1 left over. I'm going to tap here. I'm going to, again, have 1 left over. I will play Abundance. So whenever I draw a card, I can choose land or non-land, and then I basically reveal until I hit those.
That's not good.
So,
Ping 1.
Yep, I'll take 1. When I cast
Howdy.
Abundance, I'm going to gain 2 from Herald and Sithis. Calyx will trigger. I'm going to put a +1 counter on... I'll put it on Sithis. So these are just noting power and toughness and that they're technically exiled. These will be actual counters. I'll draw a card from Sithis. Perfect.
Oh, I forgot to scry again. Shit.
All right, and then I've got one left over. So then I'll do 1, 3. Gonna have one left over again. I'm gonna play Athreos, Veil Shrouded. So as long as my devotion to white and black is less than 7, Athreos is not a creature. Currently I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Athreos will be a creature. I'm gonna
I haven't seen one of those in a while.
Yeah.
That's the buy a box promo for.
I believe so. I think he was. So he is an enchantment, so I'm going to put a counter onto Calyx himself. Then for abundance, I'm going to gain 2 life. I will choose.
Passage or Shroud Veil?
I'm going to choose non-land. So I'll reveal until I hit a non-land. First one is Ajani's Chosen. That will go to my hand.
Which Athreos is that?
Athreos Shroud Veiled.
Yeah. Okay.
Not got a passage yet.
Shroud Veiled is very strong in that deck.
Yeah, so then at the beginning of my end step, I'll put a coin counter on a creature. When that creature dies or is put into exile, return it. So these 2 are tokens, so not going to be doing that. But the last thing I can really do here... so actually, I will play a Marsh Flats. I'm going to pay a life. I'll go get a land. It'll be... whatever land I grab, it will be untapped. I will tap 2, and I'm just going to cast the Ajani's Chosen with that. So whenever an enchantment enters under my control, put a 2/2 white cat onto the battlefield.
See, you know, Zoran, I hit you for 24, but you're still at 28.
Hard to kill, man.
So it's completely justified.
All right, that's all I can do. I'll go get my land in 1 second, because then after that, I'm going to go to my end step. Athreos will trigger, and I'm going to put a coin counter onto Ajani's Chosen.
Card for turn.
And I will pass to Rai.
Play a Wooded Bastion. Spend 2.
Zoran, did you see the Final Fantasy Commanders
I did.
revealed today?
Yes, someone shared them. They look good. Like they
They
look
look
fine.
looking sick, dude. I can't wait.
I'm not a huge like Final Fantasy guy, so like I appreciate them. I think they're good Magic cards, but like I'm just like not super excited for them, just because like I said, I'm just not big into Final Fantasy, but they're certainly good.
So I'm spending 2, and I'm casting a Reluctant Role Model.
I'm gonna
I'll
shot
make-
for 2. I'm gonna do Godless Shrine.
I'm gonna make 7 green. Filter it into white, so there's gonna be 3 floating after this. I'm gonna cast a Guardian Sunmare, which was the mount that I tutored for.
Yep. Rise board, I think, is completely underrated compared to both Dak and myself, who are being scary. But Cathar's Crusade with Amara making a bunch of lifelink things, like I think Rise gonna go back to 40 like right now.
So there's 3. There's still 3 green floating.
What? Oh, is it Guardian Sunmare?
Guardian Sunmare, yeah. Sorry.
No,
Guardian
I
Sunmare.
looked up the other Sunmare.
I called it Crested Sunmare when I searched for it.
I think that's why.
And this is going to be really bad for you. I was mostly waiting for you to tap out, Azo.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't have like counters or like the removal in this deck is all enchantment based, because obviously it's an enchantment deck. So not a whole lot of like instant stuff going on here.
Abzan Falconer.
Oh, I love that
okay,
card.
so I'm just dead.
That's an all-star in Heliod.
Yeah, those old cards though are so good. Like this is just an uncommon from Khans of Tarkir. So good. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it has flying. Yeah, I have 0 flying, so I'm just dead here.
So
Yep,
now
fine.
so now they all fly.
They
This
fly
might
now.
act. This might act. Is this lethal on everybody?
Might be.
Actually, yes.
Oh god.
Because you need to send only like okay, I'm at.
Because
You need to send 2 at me, pretty much.
Because
to kill me.
the reluctant role model can saddle the Tumblewag, which will make Caradora lethal for 1 person.
You only need to send 2 of your tokens at me to kill me. You can send.
Right, every time you say Caradora, I just in my brain says Carador, and I'm like, wait, hold on a second, Carador.
I think you can kill 2 of us right now. I don't think you have enough damage to kill everybody.
Well, the Caradora, once I attack with the Brushwag, is going to make once I attack with the Brushwag, I can double the counters on Caradora, which will make it lethal commander damage.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, then you have lethal for everybody.
Dang.
So do you want me to bow out and you 3 play for second?
That's gonna be up to Drex and Dak. I wouldn't mind going a little bit long. Unfortunately, I do not have time for a second game tonight. This one did end incredibly quickly, and normally I would be like, yeah, let's just do another one, but I just tonight I got some stuff to do after stream, so that will be Drex and Dak. If you guys want to just keep our board states, give Rye the win, and just play for second, or what do you guys think?
Eat my hooves, asshole.
Yeah.
Drex, it's up to you really, because on my turn I think I can full out swing at Azoreign unless he cooks up something.
Why does
I
everyone want
mean,
to
I'll
kill
let
me?
Azo make that determination if he wants to play it out. I'm
Drex
at least
kinda
2
got
turns away from doing anything cool, so.
I mean, I'll play it out. Just
Alright,
so we go.
I'll happily play it out. I'm just 2 turns away from doing anything crazy.
Yeah, we can. Let's play it out. So, Rye, congratulations, you are the winner. I'm gonna mark you as eliminated just for now, but the red means that you won. Okay.
That was an unbelievable performance.
That was kind of crazy. I should have.
There's just like no interaction this game. There's been no interaction with each other's boards.
I was wondering when somebody was gonna blow up the Cathars.
I was like, "Where's the board lights? Where's the targeted interaction?"
So,
was the only piece of interaction that was played this game my requisition rate on the?
I run the recommended removal amount in this deck, but it's things like Oblivion Ring. I just didn't draw it. So like I have a proper amount of removal in this deck. It just didn't show up at the right times.
All I've been drawing is land and dinos. I haven't drawn any of
I don't
my other
expect the
pieces in the
dinosaur deck
deck.
to be the one running removal.
Oh, and
I do have a few. I do have like 1 or 2, but I haven't drawn any.
But then again, I've been missing a lot of stuff this game.
I did miss
I had a decent
draw
opening
trigger
hand
for the
and then
Mesa
just have not been
Enchantress.
getting.
I was so scared of like Deadly Rollick from either Drex or Azo.
I got like Chaos Warp in here that I was hoping I was gonna draw, but
I think I
Drex, it's on you.
I run all the enchantment, exile non-land permanent cards, and then I think I run an Assassin's Trophy. So I know that's at least like 5 removal.
If this ends up ending really quickly, Dak and Drex, if you want to get Poland in here for like a non-streamed game, I'd be down.
I'm game.
I could be down for that.
I mean, if you guys want, like, I could keep this stream up. I can, I guess I could spectate it. But I was gonna say I could like leave the stream up if everyone we had 7-8 viewers. I could just leave the stream up, get Poland in here, and spectate, and just leave it up. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Colorless to make another black. Red 1, leaving 1 mana up to play a fun card that I just top decked. Shelly.
Oh God.
Oh, God damn it.
Some backup against these dinos. And then I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna send Valgavoth. I don't really want to, but I need to deal at least 1 damage to somebody this turn. You know what? That works. I'm gonna send Gleeful Arsonist over at.
I mean, so Drex, since apparently Dak can kill me on his turn, I will literally just take the damage.
I was gonna say Deck. Okay. Or at Azo.
Yeah, just the one.
One. Yep.
Take
Just
one.
need to do one.
I can only kill you if you can stop me swinging all out at you.
Well,
Alright.
I'm tapped out.
Play red so that I can do light up the stage, exiling my top 2 to play till the end of my next turn. And then I'll play Reliquary Tower as my land for turn. Why not? Pass.
Here, I'll send Captain Poland a message, but Taco Tony's saying he's also down for a game.
Draw turn.
You will lose 2. I will put a counter on Valgavoth and draw a card.
Oh, this is going to hurt so much. You know what? I actually don't think I can kill Azoreign, because if I do that, then Drex will kill me.
I will draw 2 cards, or I will gain 2 life.
Crap. And the game's gonna be over anyway. So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I will go ahead and I will play a Earthshaker Dreadmaw.
Nice.
6/6 trample. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card for each other dinosaur I control.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna draw 6 cards and lose 12. I mean, you live.
5. I'll draw 5 cards.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, are 2 of your creatures non-dinosaurs? I counted Owen, but
Earthshaker's
doesn't-
other. Earthshaker's other, and Owen is obviously not a dinosaur.
oh, other. Okay, I was counting the Earthshaker. Yeah.
Yeah, so only 5. And I'll go down to 6. Okay, and then he gains haste, travel, and menace.
Man.
And let's see here. What did I draw?
I will say that one of the most painful cuts I made from this deck was Maskwood Nexus.
Make everything.
'Cause
Does that make everything a vehicle? technically?
Maskwood Nexus makes everything a mount.
Oh, okay. Yeah, same.
In the deck, too. So Caradora can search for any creature.
Interesting. So Mount is a subtype, not a super type?
Mount is a creature type.
Interesting.
All right, Dak. Are you good? Or are you still doing stuff? Because you haven't gone to combat or anything. So.
Nope, I'm still trying to do stuff. I will use the 2 that I get from Hulking Raptor. Then I'll play Yellowmire Cradle of Growth as the land for turn. And tap that for 3 green. And I will play a Raging Raptors. So 2/3, whenever it deals damage, I may search my library for basic land. Not really. I just need it for something else to swing. Counters. Menace.
You know, every time I play this deck, I feel like it starts to do something, and then this deck just has a really hard time crossing the finish line, and then I always like die because, you know, I like have a good setup, but not really a great end game, so I get really scary, and then I just get killed. I know, Rai, you did kill everyone, but that's just usually how I feel playing this deck.
Zoran, how many creatures do you have in the block?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So you have to block 3 of my creatures.
Okay.
With menace, because they all have menace.
Okay.
Yes, what's your biggest 2 creatures?
Well, Athreos is indestructible. He's a 4/7. Ajani's Chosen will die and then come back. So my biggest creatures right now are currently Athreos at 4/7, and then Calyx, who's just a 4/4, and then they're getting +1, so 5/5 and 5/8.
Okay. Oh, shit. How many creatures does Jax have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 creatures that can do damage.
7/7, 4/5 with Death Touch, and a 0/1. So.
Alright. Alright, Zion, here we go.
Just full
Gulta,
swinging.
Blue, Hulking, Dreadmaw. Actually, yeah, I guess these two also. So the Raging Raptors and the Hunting Velociraptor.
Okay, so how much in total?
6, 7, 8, 9, 21, 23, 28, 33 damage.
What are your biggest creatures outside of Ghalta?
A 6/6, a 5/3, and a 5/4.
So I could potentially block 16 of the 33 damage, leaving Ghalta unblocked. So I have 33 in total. I'll block your 6/6 with Athreos. I'll block the next highest, which is 5 with Ajani's Chosen. So that puts me at 22, and I live. So actually, I will just... Wait, no. If I go down to... Wait, I'll live on 1. And this replaces card draw, so I won't lose life from Shield Dread. So, yeah, let's do that. I will block...
I should have swung in with everything. Damn it.
I'm going to block Ghalta, and I'll block with Ajani's Chosen. He'll lose his coin counter. He'll die and come back. And I will take the 22 and go to 3. And then drawing the card from Shield Dread will put me at 1. Okay. Was that your turn?
Yeah, I should have swung at you with the last raptor, because that last raptor would have probably got you.
Maybe. Well, no, I didn't. I had 4 other creatures I could block with. All right. I'll go to my turn.
Yeah, I'm done.
Untap. I will upkeep and draw. Or actually, I'm sorry. Arborea does
You
trigger
don't
for
draw.
every...
Yep.
If I would draw
For every
cards...
draw, yeah.
I will choose non-land. Altar of Dementia. Okay, wow, that's perfect.
I'm sorry, Jax, I tried.
I know.
I'll tap-
That means you don't care about the shield root. That's cool.
Yeah, no, the abundance really kind of screws me.
I'll tap 1. I'm gonna have 1 floating.
Wait a minute, hold on. During that whole loop, you had a Johnny's Chosen die, right, Azo?
Yes, so you're gonna make me
You
lose
will
1.
lose 1.
Okay,
Yes.
go to 2. Yeah, I know, the Blood Artist is what I'm afraid of. So, okay. Tap 1, I'll play Myth Unbound. That's gonna trigger both Herald, Sithis, gain 2.
Myth Unbound is an enchantment.
Yep. So
Lose
I'll
1.
take 1. I've gained 2. Calyx will trigger, put the counter onto the Ajani's Chosen. Ajani's Chosen will trigger. I'm just going to use this stack of cards. Sorry, big board problems. Ajani's Chosen will make me a 2/2. Then I'll have 2 draw triggers here, so I'll just choose non-land for both. Grasp of Fate. And Birds
there's
of
the interaction.
Paradise. And now we just try... So I've got 1 floating... so I need double white. Tap for that. I'll have 1 floating again. I will just cast the Grasp of Fate. On cast, I'll gain 2. Do the same thing, because Sithis and the Mesa Enchantress trigger non-land. Buried Alive. And 3 visits. Grasp of... And then another Ajani's Chosen. And the Calyx trigger will go on to... So I just need to grow him. I'm going to do the Jukai Naturalist because he has lifelink. Okay. Grasp of Fate, I will exile Galta, and I'll exile Blood Artist.
Okay.
Under the Grasp of Fate. Okay, I've got one floating. Yeah, alright, so one floating still. Tap that for 2. Cast Buried Alive. Do I take 1, Drex?
Yes.
Okay, take 1, go to 4.
Valgavoth will have triggered during all this, by the way. So I'm just
Search
gonna...
for 3 creatures and put them into the graveyard. Alright. Well, the one that's probably going to do me the most work here. Usually what I go for is going to be... I'm going to choose Hallowed Haunting. Or wait, no, it's creatures, not enchantments. My bad. Duh, I'm like, wow, I could just choose any card in my entire deck. It's probably going to be... Where is it? Celestial Ancient is not an enchantment, so I can't reanimate that with Anikthea, but it would be... So Celestial Ancient is my Cathar's Crusade. Where are my creatures? Doomwake Giant will be one. Raminant Excavator is not an enchantment either. Do Eidolon of Blossoms. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of like what can I actually reanimate. I'd really like to get this Hallowed Haunting into my hand. That'll make this a lot easier. And I'll choose Soaring Lightbringer because that'll give everything flying. Shuffle. Those 3 will go to my graveyard. I now have no mana floating. And unfortunately, I'm out of enchantments to reanimate. Or cast. So I'll tap 2 and cast the Altar of Dementia.
You will take 1.
Ouch. Well, you guys know what cards are in my hand. I have 3 ramp spells in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Don't really need it right now, so... Okay. Before I go to combat, let me just start sacrificing. Because we're going to see what else we can get. So Altar of Dementia triggers from the sacrifice creature's power, so Mesa Enchantress won't do anything. I will sacrifice the Herald of the Pantheon for 2. Mill 2. Arasta in the Demon of Fate's design. I'm really kind of hoping I can hit a that Hallowed Haunting. I'll sacrifice both of my Ajani's guys that he made. Now, I'm going to mill 4. Sterling Grove, Ripples of Undeath, Swamp, and the Celestial Ancient. Yeah, I don't think I have enough power to really do anything here, so I guess I will go to combat. Anikthea needs to swing. I'm trying to think of, like, how do I make Drex just die on his upkeep? So, Anikthea will swing at Drex. Or at Dak, I'm sorry. Jukai Naturalist. Ajani's Chosen will stay back. Sithis and Calyx will, probably should blocker. I've got 2. And Athreos is going to go down at Drex. And I will reanimate the Soaring Lightbringer to give other creatures I control flying. And when that enters, I'm going to put another counter on the Jukai Naturalist. And I'm hearing...
How much damage?
I'm hearing some little feet upstairs. I'm going to have to run upstairs and just check on a little one. Probably take him to the bathroom. It's going to be 5, 10, 15, 21, and then that will be 28 damage. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm dead from Atheras, dude. So
It's the abundance. If I can keep... I'm 1 mana short from being able to just have him die at his upkeep. And I'm trying to figure out how to make that happen.
I'm Superman. My next draw would have been the other Ghalta.
I'm gonna get a land on my turn. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just need some way of dealing with that.
Dak must have died while I was gone.
Oh yeah.
I'm
I
1
died
mana
gracefully.
away. 1 mana away.
I had the newer Ghalta as my next draw.
And you had, I think you had a mitt full of cards too.
Oh yeah, I had in my
I'm gonna go down
hand.
to 3.
I had Beanstalk, a Chromox, Polyraptor,
Actually, no.
some Ramp, another land, and Garruk's Uprising.
Oh, all of these have flying. Never mind. So yeah, I'm gonna go down to 3. So I can't afford that. Okay. There's a couple things in this deck I could top deck that would save me. The question is, will I hit any of them? Let's see. I need to hit either. That wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. Oh, that could work actually. That would be a great top deck. And then what else we draw? What else could we draw?
Okay. Sorry about that. I'm back. So it was 28 flying at you.
Yep, and I'm taking all 28.
All right. And then I have lifelink on just the Jukai Naturalist for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh wait, okay. Actually, I have an 8/8 flyer. I should probably block with that.
Yeah, you can block anything you want. I think you can kill anything I have.
Okay.
Or
that's
sorry,
all gonna come
actually, I'm
back.
sorry. You can block. Actually, no, I'm sorry. You cannot block anything. All my creatures
Yeah,
have menace.
they have menace.
Oh, you're right.
They
They all
have
have menace. Never mind. So yeah, I am going down to 3. Okay.
And then
You can do it.
so I'm leaving Dak at 1, so he'll die at his upkeep.
Yep.
And then I'm done. I will pass.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, and draw. Gain 2. That is not what I need. Well, no, that doesn't quite do it. That doesn't quite do it. He has plenty of blockers, so I can't really swing in. I need to blow that up. You could just swing out. So I need to do something else on top of that. Land for turn is going to be that one from exile. That's what we're working with. Okay.
Get him, Drex. Get him.
I'm
Gotta be at
very
9
close.
damage.
It is so close. It is just trying to see if I can get there.
Yeah, I didn't leave myself. Oh, and then I'm sorry. At my end step, I get to put a coin counter on a creature. I'll put the coin counter on Soaring Lightbringer.
What's giving everything flying?
The Soaring Lightbringer. Soaring Lightbringer is an enchantment that just says other enchantment creatures you control have flying. Oh, and then whenever I attack a player, create a 1/1 white glimmer enchantment creature token that's tapped and attacking. So you will actually take 1 more damage.
Okay.
Sorry about that. This is the first time I've ever played this card.
And that is the only thing with flying on your board?
Maybe. No, it's all flying.
Oh, all that flies.
I mean, if
Yeah,
I get
we
rid
can-
of that, nothing else has flying.
So you're going to have to get rid of it twice because Erebos, or yeah, Athreos.
Are you sure I'm going to have to get rid of it twice?
If you can get rid of a coin counter.
Chaos Warp?
Does cast
It doesn't
Warp-
get destroyed or exiled.
That
It goes straight into your
shuffles.
library.
That
No.
shuffles, yeah. Yeah, the coin counter's not, the coin's not going to help.
Get him. Get him.
And
My
then
plan.
Combat Valve
Well, hang on.
for
hang
8
on,
in the air?
hang on. I could.
Actually, wait. No, I'm not done yet. I've got to do one more thing.
Well, I'm gonna resolve the. Are you doing
Yeah.
that in response to
Yeah,
your
that's,
cast
I'm
Warp?
trying to. No, I'm just talking to myself a little bit. So yeah, we're casting the Chaos Warp for sure, targeting that.
Okay. Oh, and I'm sorry. You should be at 3. My 1/1 bird was a 2/2 because of Mirari's Wake. So you should be at 3.
Okay.
When you're done with your secondary thing, or do you want me to reveal first?
You can reveal first, because I'm not responding to that.
Man, the only point of life that matters is the last one, and Drex needed all of them.
That I did.
So technically,
Yeah, 'cause
You
you were-
have
because-
no.
yeah, your
like,
turn,
you
you were
have
at
no
1.
idea.
At your upkeep, you were at 1.
Yep.
reveal.
Oh no, I'm dead on draw, so.
What is it?
It's a land.
No.
You get to put it onto the battlefield.
Yeah.
Even lands.
Yeah,
Mhm.
any permanent card.
Okay.
Right. Now for the part 2 that we've got to figure out.
Well, I mean, I think I'm just dead to Valgavoth, and then
He's
you...
one short of being able to kill you,
Oh, he's at 8?
but there is actually something else I can do. Yeah, that works. We'll do 1, 2, and 3 for a fun little card called Unholy Annex. You're only unlocking the side of this for Unholy Annex. So at the beginning of my end step, I will draw a card. If I control a demon, each opponent will lose 2 life, and I will gain 2 life. Otherwise, I will lose 2 life.
Dang.
That's so good.
So you're gonna hit me, bring me down to 1, and then I just die.
Yep, that is the plan. And then he'll die at his upkeep.
And Dak is also at 1, so he will also just die.
At his
Oh,
upkeep.
yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, he'll just die.
Unless you can do something to get that Shieldred out of the game.
I'll respond, and I'll sacrifice every creature I have to mill. I'm gonna mill 5, 10, 12. We'll leave Athreos up for now. 12, 13, 17, And I'm going to mill 23 cards. I'm going to sacrifice all of these. Mill 23. These are exiled. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, and 1. Okay. Do I have anything? I'm just being silly at this point. Oh, there's the Hallowed Haunting I needed to probably win the game. It gives vigilance. That's what I really wanted it for. Okay, I'll just sacrifice Anikthea and Athreos for a further 6, for a further 11. And then Myth Unbound will trigger, and I'll do non-land. Oh, Banishing Light. There's another removal spell to my hand. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Okay, that's all I got.
If you can get Childred, I can get them. Because all the dinosaurs, we just kill them.
Well, what's going to deal 1 damage to everybody after I deal to is the Unholy Annex. Because I go to my end step, I control a demon and my commander. Everyone loses 2 life, and I draw a card.
Oh, yeah, well, then we're dead no matter what.
The plan was to maybe hit the Abundance for a Assassin's Trophy, but that didn't happen.
So the line I was trying to figure out how to do before that was how to do Chaos Warp on the Abundance and then Twin Flame Tyrant to try to just see if I could get you guys to blow yourselves up.
Dang.
But I was 1 mana short of being able to cast both of these.
Drex secures 2nd place.
A hard-fought second.
We can quickly do top 3 guys if you want. We did end up going to 11:30. If you guys do want to get in another game, probably off stream, it's 11:30. I'm gonna go so I can get my stuff done that I need to. But you're more than welcome to stick around and play a second game off stream. But I don't think that went another half hour, so I don't think I'm gonna keep stream open. But yeah, Rye, I noticed that you have 3 cards. Why don't you go ahead?
I do. So the first thing that really got the deck going was the Amara on curve. So one thing that I was looking for when I was building Caradora was becomes tapped triggers on creatures, and I found out that there are only like 3. There's Amara herself. There's Wily Duke. And there's this little innocuous common from Morningtide called Stonybrook Schoolmaster, which makes a 1/1 when it becomes tapped.
I'm aware
That's
of
it.
the Stonybrook.
So those as far as I'm aware. Like I did a search and they just don't exist. And then the second card was obviously the Cathar's Crusade. This is a very, very messy card to keep track of, but in any sort of deck that goes wide, this spirals out of control very, very quickly. Every time this gets reprinted, it goes down a little bit and then goes right back up. Even after the Innistrad Remastered reprint, it's still almost a $10 card. And then the Abzan Falconer came out of nowhere at the end of the game, made everything just jump to the air. And
Abzan Falconer is one of my favorite cards for counters decks in general. Like, it's in my Heliod deck. It's fantastic. It
is in my Heliod deck as well. I think I've played my Heliod deck on your stream before. But yeah, Abzan Falconer is a very powerful card, being able to just jump the entire team, make them difficult to block. And it's even just on theme too, because that guy in the desert he has one slick ride in the background.
Well, Ryan, you're with your work schedule, it's usually kind of hard to get you on, so I'm glad that we were able to find a night that you could join us. Your deck, you won, so new deck wins. That's got to be a good feeling.
It does, yeah. I was nervous about this because this deck has a lot of difficulty recovering from board wipes.
Most non-black decks do, but what I've learned, that was honestly one of my biggest fears, was not even just board wipes, but like, how do I recover from removal? And so I was trying to find a lot of ways, or I'd be like, man, I just want to play black in like all my decks now because it's so easy to recover when you lose something. And something that Lion told me was, you got to remember that each color can lean into their strengths. Black obviously can reanimate, but other colors have great things as well. And something that he told me that really put my mind at ease about basically like not playing Reanimator all the time in like every deck was, lean into your color's strengths, so that way when you lose a card, you can just replace it with a different threat from your deck. So yeah, it does suck recovering from things like spot removal or board wipes, but certainly white-green, your ability to just pump out tokens and have a solid amount of card draw when creatures enter, hopefully your deck can mitigate losing things by just getting access to more things and trying to rebuild its board.
That's another thing I was scared of the entire time, is I didn't see a card draw engine. I do play a few, there's Henge in here. Rip Spawn Hunter is really cool in this deck.
Oh, dude, I need a great Henge.
Same.
Are you officially becoming a Dimir Mage, Omega? I am. I just love blue in all its forms, whatever it's paired with. If blue is there, I'm there. But good game, Rye. You certainly took main stage. I appreciate you letting us play out for a second. I'm glad that the game didn't just end right there. It was a good showing from your deck, but Dak, I see you have 3 cards lined up. You want to go quick?
Yeah, sure. Obviously this deck is a powerhouse between Owen and Blue. Just keep on pumping out big dinos. But most things for me was definitely the hunting Velociraptor to help with getting things out. The Raptor hatchling kind of beginning, you kill it and get another Raptor. And just Galta getting him out in turn 5 was just... I deserved everything that came at me.
I would agree. I think Dak, again, I think your deck played well. You played dinos, exactly what you wanted to do. I think Owen was super strong. I've not really seen a lot of blue Owen decks, so it was cool that yours was like... Again, I don't have a ton of experience with this deck, but you're messing around with counters. It's different. It's Temur creatures, which is a bit common for the colors, but cool. I think dinosaurs are cool, so cool deck. So thanks for showing it to us tonight, Dak.
Oh yeah, got a little learn about dinosaurs.
You dig up dinosaurs?
Dig up dinosaurs.
And all right, Direct, you got 3 cards lined up, I see.
Mm-hmm. So Valgavoth did a pretty good showing, I'd say. There's definitely some work that needs to be done to this deck, and I'm trying to decide how far I'm going to go optimizing this one. But it seems like a pretty fun one. So first up is Gleeful Arsonist. This seemed to just stick around for a long time, do lots of little ping damage, so definitely gets a mention for having done a decent amount of damage to you guys throughout the game. Unholy Annex as the surprising way to win. When I top decked that, I was sitting here for a minute going like, oh crap, there were 4 or 5 things I could have drawn that might have won me the game, and I did not think this was one of them. But that little bit of damage there at the instep was all that we needed.
I think that was a very fun ending where it was like, we're playing around the Shield Dread. The Shield Dread didn't affect me because of the abundance, and then Drex, you still found a way to pull it off. So that was cool.
Yep. And then finally, you named her, Shelly. Top decking that at that point in the game was just a great way to put the pressure on to try to end things.
I honestly thought I had a good chance of living there. I thought my swing was going to put you low enough. I thought my life gain, bringing me to 9, was my thought process was if I can just live on 1, I can seal the game. So, but your deck performed very well in, like you said, death by 1,000 cuts, draining constantly, every action, play an enchantment, take 1, play an enchantment, take 1, draw a card, take 2. It's that's what Valgavoth decks do. I think yours did a very good job of doing that the entire game.
Yeah, I think this deck needs more acceleration. The card draw is pretty good. It could have used a little bit more in the early mid-game, but, if I'd have had a little bit more mana acceleration to get Valgavoth out early, then we probably would have been fine.
Yeah.
So I think that's really what it's going to come down to, is just maybe a couple cuts to get some more mana boosts in there, because I think if this got a little bit more gasoline, we'd be really cooking.
2 cards I would suggest for you, The City on Fire is really great. I don't even know if they're. You'll have to tell me.
I've debated that one. There's a couple damage doublers in here. Twin Flame Tyrant is one you guys saw. Yeah. There's also the Virexian, whose name I can't remember. Solfim. There he is.
Solfim, yep. And then the other one I would consider would be, I think it's called One for All or All for One.
All will be one.
All will be one.
That card's crazy.
That's a fun card. The counters would be fun. It's just a little expensive. I run that as an alternate win con.
I mean, 5 mana is the same as Twin Flame Tyrant.
That's
you mean
true.
Expensive monetary wise or game wise?
Yes, expensive game wise, just because I'm not super counter focused. Like I might be getting 1 counter a turn consistently if Valgavoth is going.
Yeah,
and All will be one requires counters.
Yeah, I think I was thinking not All will be one. I was thinking Obnixilis Captive Kingpin. Whenever one or more opponents lose exactly 1 life, put a counter on him.
He's one that's on the considering list, and I'm like, I keep putting him in and taking him out because
I'd put him in for sure.
The problem is this deck doesn't do exactly 1 a lot of the time. And
you did exactly 1 a ton today.
Oh yeah, but I'm trying to bump it up past that as fast as I can. Yes, I can. When I've goldfished it, it can be a little bit unreliable. Instead, the Rakdos I love is Lord of Riots, actually.
Oh yeah.
Because I just start pinging you guys down on my turn, maybe swing in, and suddenly I can cast like 4 or 5 more things that are going to ping you guys for nothing.
Well, it was a good showing from 3 relatively new decks to me. I'm going to quickly give my 3, and then I'm going to get out of here. So sorry for cutting it stream maybe a little bit short, but again, just want to say we've had a steady stream number, about 8 to 6 viewers. I appreciate you guys chatting. We had Christian, Johan, Rye throwing in a few chats here and there. We had Thea, Taco, Omega, Captain Poland with some here, Caradora. Thank you guys for chatting. My 3 cards are quickly just going to be Sithis, probably one of the best cards in any enchantment deck. Just draws you cards, gains you life. For very cheap, only 2 mana. The Mirari's Wake, again a very scary card, gives your whole board a +1, doubles your mana instantly. And then the last card, new card I added literally just before I sat down, is Athreos the Veil Shrouded. 6 mana is pretty expensive, but he's an enchantment. He's got indestructible. He puts a coin counter. He makes things hard to get rid of. I don't think Athreos is necessarily like an amazing card, but he's certainly very good. He makes your value creatures, I can put a counter on Sithis, and then I don't have to worry about losing her. She'll die, come back, and then my next turn I can worry about something else to protect, and then Athreos having indestructible makes him so I don't have to worry about him unless there's an exile spell, and then you're going to use it on Athreos. Is like, I love cards like that where they're really strong, and if someone removes them, then you're fine. You know, remove Athreos, and then you didn't remove Sithis. So, like, I'd rather have that. And if you don't remove Athreos, I'm just going to make my commander the coin counter, which will trigger it again. I'll give Sithis the coin counter. I'll give something else, something that can protect it. And then it just kind of makes my game a lot less stressful because I don't have to worry about things being constantly removed. But that is going to do it for us here tonight. Thank you for listening to me ramble. Rye, Drex, Dak, thank you for joining me. It's always a pleasure to have you guys on. Games always move a little bit quickly. It's in my opinion, I love when games can just go pretty smoothly, pretty quickly, because everyone knows what they're doing. We know how we're going to play. No one's salty, getting attacked. Rye got a good win. Drex and I went back and forth punching each other in the Shield Dread, draining life. Yeah, it was a very good game. Hope it was entertaining. So, yeah, I will try and stream again next week around the same time, Monday, Tuesday-ish. So that's all I have for you tonight. We're going to peace out. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining.
Have a good night.
Peace.